Alright, back to space. Alright, let's get off of the space anomaly. Ghost of the machine. Alright, so we've completed the last quest. So now we're starting a new one. Ghost of the machine. Return to space and find Apollo. Search the space. Alright, I gotta go to New Hollow Terminus. Where's this one? On that world. Okay. Alright, so there's a Hollow Terminus. Activate it. Tune into Apollo. The transmission is silent. The stranger just stares at me. Read Apollo. Identify yourself, or I end this call. Say you're a friend of Artemis. No, you're not. Ask why. Why do you use that word at all, friend? Friend. It is just a label, a pretense to make you feel better about being alone. Why are you contradicting me anyway? Is Artemis behind this? I haven't changed my mind. I don't care about their weird dreams. I'll meet if I'm paid to meet. Even this conversation is a waste of valuable time. Say Artemis is in trouble. I tell Apollo that Artemis is in trouble, that they attempted to use a portal and became stranded on some distant and uncharted world, disappearing from this network. Apollo's demeanor changes. They appear uncomfortable at the news. Send me your data logs. Let me see this for myself. Upload the log. Apollo studies the log, pausing and replaying the various segments of static and distortions. They turn to me with a glow of excitement. These noises, they sound like the echoes of Sentinel events. You've seen them before, of course. Drones that appeared from nowhere if you interfere with the precious planets. With this data, it's distorted, inverted. There's a lot to gain if we figure out how the Sentinels appear so quickly. And the portals, perhaps they are the key. Agree. So what do you say? Do you want to work together on this to be partners? Accept. If you're going to work with me, you need to expand your base of operations. I'll send you a contact of mine to supply you with what you need. Just to remember to be polite in communication. As the hologram recedes, Apollo heads towards the side ever so slightly, as if sighing saddened. Or perhaps it is nothing, a ghost in the machine. Apollo's contact is outside the local system. Okay, so that's how you start the expand your base quest. We'll start after talking to Apollo. However, if you come from if you come off of an expedition, you'll already have access to it. So you could do all that without actually doing the mainline quest. Alright, so that's for the pirate. I guess his contact is there too. Okay. The skull means that's the under Rebel Star icon. That means that's where you're supposed to go after you, the initial contact that gives you the coordinates. It'll show up on the map as a skull. Alright, it should be in the space station. See, Secret Keeper to log. Ah, friend, you have arrived as scheduled. All the proper permits have been filed, and exciting new tools await you. Joy, I have plans to update both base and exosuit. Where is your base sited? What sort of hazard protection meets your needs? Radiation? Clever, friend. May your home always be a sanctuary where you explore in the universe. Alright, so you get the blueprints for that stuff after talking to him. So I have 2 S classes, so I don't really need it. So I have 1 fire. So cold, toxic, fire, and alright, so I got all of them. Okay. So reach your base. Alright, so let's see. So we want to reach your base, return to previous base marked in the galaxy map, or use the base computer to build a new base anywhere. Existing bases are not removed by creating a new base. Alright, so let's just go to our freighter. I'm just going to go to my freighter. I built one upstairs. Or do I have it? Okay, so build a new area. So see if let's see. Okay, does that progress it? Okay, I need to go interact with the base computer. Okay. Thought that might do it. Alright, so let's go to our last base. Okay, construct a cylindrical room. Okay. So we have to construct this. Okay. Construct a door. Alright, let's see. Did that satisfy it? Okay, so you can't build on the ship, you actually have to come to a base and build this to build that. So we got to put it on expand your base. That was my freighter. Is it really you? Forgive me. Been searching for such a long time. I am contracted to aid you with the in this and every cycle. Don't worry, everything was paid for a long time ago. It is all quite above board. As a stranger speaks, a smell assaults me, a pheromone infesting my brain, giving me memories of places I've never visited, of actions I never took. Of myself in a mirror, aged and alone, if the Gek cradling their fallen brethren, of a bargain made many years from now, a contract signed across the cosmos. The vision ends with the Overseer remains. The Overseer promises to expand my base, allowing me to recruit other workers. They require a construction terminal to get started. Hire the Overseer. There is something compelling about this Gek. They shall feel at home in my home. I will be at my station before you know it. See you soon, friend. Leave. Okay. Construct terminals for specialist researchers. Find recruits for a space station. Okay. So those I gotta do are expand the base. Alright. Okay, we got the construction still built. Let's see. If you have so much to learn, so much to see, and this place will be our home amidst the infinite. Take this glass and let starlight flood through your home. Accept the glass. Alright. Everything pours through glass in the end, but there's time enough for that. There are other things we have to do. If you prepare chromatic metal, I will use it to calibrate the science terminal suitable for the Korvac entity. The Korvac stuff has suffered terribly at the hands of my people. Be kind to them, I beg you. The Overseer asked me to gather chromatic metal in preparation for the recruitment of the Korvac. Accept. The Navigator is already making themselves useful. A science terminal, a new Korvac guest, and all just for a handful of chromatic metal. Okay, so let's see. So that's done. Alright, so we still got to... Nope. So we're gonna have to continue with doing this. All right. Return to the Overseer. There you are again, traveler. I'm sure you have the required materials this time. The Overseer speaks strangely, implying that we have performed this encounter before. I have no memory of such a meeting. I ask who paid them for the service they are performing for me. They laugh and claim that my child did. 50 years from now. I do not know what they are talking about. The Overseer asked me for chromatic metal. Give them chromatic metal. Perfect, friend. I knew you would succeed. Just what I needed to finish the science terminal plan. Alright. We have littered the universe in our greed, traveler. This planet is no exception, but there is much that can be done with litter. Make your way to the abandoned structure and harvest the data from their terminals. I shall use it to fashion the plans for a storage container. The Navigator is reflective for a Gek. They almost seem to regret the greed and that characterizes their people. They wish to make something new from the remains of the old. Is this just greed in disguise or something else? Whatever their motive, the Overseer claims they will find data for a storage container blueprint in a nearby structure. Except, you won't regret it, friend. I have marked the site that seems right for the exploration. Alright, so now we can build a science terminal. Alright, so we're going to have to continue on with that. Alright. Hire base scientist. Hire base scientist from a Corvax space station. Use quick menu to access the galaxy map. Let's go get this scientist. Greetings. Unknown life form, I passed my test. I am free to explore, free to pursue my passion for structural analysis. Do you have a base science terminal? Think of all that might be done. Korvac is happy, overjoyed to see me. They seem to have just completed some rite of passage for their species, necessitating them to go out into the universe and pursue their interests. The scientist offers to join my base if I provide a science terminal. Hire the scientist. Think not of payment. Scanning you while you sleep will be reward enough. Alright, back to the base. Okay. A fine base traveler, as of course befits our honorable status. Oh, Korvac shall be so happy here. The Korvac is brimming with enthusiasm. Neither their shell nor their walls of my base seem to be able to contain them. Request aid. Honor. To witness the monolith of the traveler. Honor be but please. Korvac contribute. Take these blueprints for lubricant and acid. Liquids close to the Korvac's heart. Traveler Horace Marlbulb and Korvac will do more. I will create plans for microprocessors and advanced refiners. Korvac will also clean windows while you are gone. The Korvac is just desperate to please, showering me with praise and offers of assistance. They tell me travelers are to be honored, raised above all others. What have I done to earn such esteem? The scientist requires marlbulb and cobalt, materials found in underground. They will be able to use the substance to craft blueprints for microprocessors and advanced refineries, etc. Joy, our home will be light and our windows will be clean. Alright, so now we can report to Apollo. So that's what looks like. Let's see. Return to space and contact Apollo. Okay, to advance this part, you have to at least do the overseer and start with the scientist. All right, that's gonna be a later thing. So let's go take care of Apollo. How's the base? Make sure you hire a few staff with it. With that, what are units for if not to assert dominance over your fellow life forms? But on to more important things. If you're going to work with me, your equipment needs to be in good condition. We can't have you dying out there, not yet at least. You can find nanite clusters scattered in abandoned buildings and other damaged machines. Ironic, really, the same structures the Sentinels destroy will lead to their deaths. Trade these nanite clusters with merchants in the space station to get technology you need. Oh, one last thing. Take this personal force field blueprint. You're going to need it. Consider it my gift, my little investment to our partnership. Install the personal force field. All right.
Technology installed.
All right. Collect nanites to buy technology upgrades. Where is it at? Alright. Head to the abandoned building. Approximate location. Alright, so we're head right there. It's gonna be right here. Or it could be this one over here. Nope, that's a monument. Okay. So it's over here. Go ahead and grab that. Airless planet. Alright, it was for the hanging guys. Okay. Returning user identified. Terminal now active. Unlock data log. Continuation for analysis. A glimpse at the crimson orb between the clouds, a vast and baleful eye, unblinking and monstrous. Fear turned the blood in my veins to ice. I was so afraid it would see me, but then the clouds moved and it was gone. I was no longer certain if I had ever been real. Perhaps the fungal deposits from the last world I visited are still clogging my exosuit vents, affecting my cognition somehow. I have cleaned my filter 6 times now, but I still feel it inside. Analyze the data log. I discover something coded deep inside a long dead traveler's data log. Something has been left that will aid me on my journey. Nanites. Okay. Multi-tool technology. Alright. Alright, now we got nanites. Let's go talk to this multi-tool guy. back in here. Interloper, a weapon into Sentinels flee, Viking. Technology dealer is keen to show me their new stock, a powerful modification for multi-tool. Alright. What you got?
Product received.
Alright, install your upgrade module. When ready, return to space. Okay. So I don't have that in this gun, so let's see. X. Have a scatter blaster on here. Nope. Okay, we'll save it for another one. You are not alone. I know you, traveler. I know where you've been. I know where you're going. There's no need to hurry. Ask who they are. You will find us when the time is right. Okay. So make sure we're on the correct mission. Yeah, Ghost of Machines. Are you ready? Make sure you are. This job isn't going to be a small one. You might not be heading back to your base for a while. Confirm. Good. Let the hunt begin. I detected a Korvac installation on that world of yours. The interference in your transmissions is a giveaway. It might be disguised in the style of another species, but don't be fooled. The synthetic delight in espionage. I'm not robotic. I was born just like you were. But this is no world of flesh. My brain, what organs I have left, everything was transferred to this shell. This is who I am. Ask how it happened. I took my revenge when the time came. That is all you need to know. So start from the hypothesis that the Sentinels use these portals to get around. How do they activate it? They need to observe. We need to summon them. And what better way than to attack a secret Korvac factory? They are both robotic life forms, too much in common, too much coincidence. Enter the factory, hack the terminal within. If we gather the data about the Sentinels, good. If not, we'll have summoned enough of them to trace any energy spike on that world of yours. The portals will be ours in no time. Download the facility location. Paula nods at me for the first time. I sense respect in their gesture. The approximate coordinates for the hidden valley are logged to my starship. Navigation computer. Alright, so where's it at? Alright. Come on. There we go. Alright, back to planet. Alright, here we are. Approximate location. Alright, so we're going to take it a little bit slower in. See if we can see a facility. There's one over there. Yep, Sentinel's flying around, so this will be it. Alright, let's check our multi-tool. Alright. Alright. Activate the terminal. Terminal flashes two alerts, presumably the source of the alarms currently ringing in my ears. Intruder detected. Gas high. After printing out its status update, the terminal presents the options to override either alert. From the holographic display, the warnings appear to be related to damaged components within the facility. The presence of an interloper. Hold breath. I hold my breath. An age seems to pass. Finally, the moments before I lose consciousness, the terminal flashes green. I have been accepted as a Viking. Normal operations have resumed, and I have accessed the facility's main control panel. I should be able to alter the production for my own benefits. Alright, create multi-tool expansion slot. The machinery whirls as the factory creates an expansion circuit, perfect for use as a multi-tool upgrade unit on the space station. Alright. Grab all this. Alright. Infiltrate. Activate a target sweep. Okay. Is that not the one? Okay, well, I thought that would be it. Direction. Alright, let's make sure everything's topped off in this thing.
Technology recharge.
All right, I guess we're footing it. So now it's that way. All right, 709. So now we're going that direction. Alright, where's those pulpy roots? Alright, 400. I guess I went the wrong one. Okay. All right. Sodium, pure ferrite, chromatic metal. The terminal houses an upgrade module for my exosuit. However, I find clues for Apollo. It seems the Korvac within left this world many days ago, apparently recalled on a priority transmission to their species flotilla. Something has them worried. Probe the factory logs. This place seems to have been more than just a factory. It was home to the Korvac who lived within these walls. It appears they were experimenting with the autonomy from their collective. Examine video feeds. One of the internal sensors has recorded movement within the facility. It shows me footage of the vents at my feet. There is something in there with me. In here with me. Shine a light on it. I shine a light upon it. It's a small, hairy creature, shaking and afraid. It cries out. The animal appears to have lived here for quite some time. There is a nest in the corner, vestiges of food upon a small dish, even a few clumsy toys and trinkets. The animal seems to have been the companion to the Korvac. My scanner tells me that the creature is gravely ill. It will die no matter what intervention occurs. Feed it carbon. I feed the creature. Nervously, it takes the carbon and begins to eat. A few moments later, it violently coughs up much of its little meal, only to try to continue the process, shivering with every mouthful. I move on from the factory complex, leaving the animal to its fate. I'll let you guess who the Korvac might be. Oh, another door? Free nanites. Okay. Maybe deactivate it. Alright, report abandoned village to Apollo. Where's my ship? Oh, merchant.
Product received. Product received. Product received. Product received.
Okay. Oh, the ship's over there. Alright. Save, get a beacon. Alright, so let's see. Do I have any food? Have any meat? Raider? No. Any creatures around? Yeah. Sorry, I need the food. Alright, so let's check and see what our mission is. Return to space and contact Apollo. Good work. Your attack on the facility paid off. Did you get any useful data? Say no. No matter. We have what we need. I recorded countless signal flares when the Sentinels started to appear. Energy streams sparked beneath the planet's surface, moving from monolith to monolith. You must be on the right track. Examine these structures. They are linked, I know it. I'll attune your scanner to the Sentinel energy signals. We shall have our prey soon. Good luck. I'll speak to you on the other side. In communication. Alright, bring word of Apollo to Nana. Alright. Space anomaly. What new knowledge, traveler? Is Apollo entity known to you? Explain Apollo's plan. A traveler entity that is not known to Nada, yet they know Artemis entity, who themselves no longer recalls Nada. You bring news that alarms Nada. What else does your home fail to see? Does our home fail to see? Nada looks troubled. They retreat into themselves. Ask what to do. Polo friend has kept us safe. Nada's corpus has been Nada's and Nada's only for many years, outside the cycle of data. We help others escape, those who might process our reality. Nada has peace here. Those who hunt us cannot see us. Nada does not want it to end. But better to understand, to know what comes for us. Do not stop on our account. Okay. Alright, so that concluded the Ghost in the Past, or Ghost in the Past. And now we're on to Leap in the Dark. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content, leave a comment down below, and hope to see you in the next one.